All right, 390 Wagon Master here. So I hooked this old 850 up a couple hours ago. I wanted to do a cold start, I guess, see if we had any smoke come out of this thing. But no cigar. It's working. I'm the original owner of this. I bought this radio in, I believe, 91 or 92. This is a Kenwood TS850SAT with the built-in antenna tuner. I also have the matching power supply and all the boxes, paperwork, and all of that. However, this radio has been through hell. This thing's been dropped, kicked. It's had a dent in it here. Anyway, yeah, it's in pretty sad shape, actually, but it has been a really good radio. The thing with the 850s, 450s, 850s, 950s, they have a really nice receiver. This is, in my opinion, the last of the decent receiving HF radios. I've had older HF radios, and I just like that receive. I don't like the modern stuff, the DSP based stuff. I hear an analog, but these are known for capacitor issues. The little surface mount capacitors on these will develop leaks. They leak, and then they will obviously go bad because of that, but they will eat the copper traces that are on the board that go underneath some of the capacitors. And as you could guess, these are fairly complicated radio. The PC boards are pretty complicated. So it's not just an easy, Cobra 148 capacitor swap out on these. And I've done, I don't really know how many, probably at least a couple dozen capacitors. And every once in a while, something will turn up. This radio gave me flawless operation from the day I bought it to about 2005. It started showing problems. The display started showing up, looked Japanese. All the segments were lit up, and that is leaking capacitors on the front board here. And then you get issues on some of these other boards. I haven't been in here for quite a while. But anyway, and then I had an issue with the audio. The audio went dead in this, and it was actually a standard electrolytic. Yeah, let's see here. It's not this one, but just a standard electrolytic, something like this, right? Which was kind of odd. But anyway, if you're not afraid to mess around with the radios, and this radio is really not that intimidating. It's not really that big of a deal, honestly. I have the service, the factory Kenwood service info for this radio and everything. So as long as you have service manuals, the real legitimate service manual and stuff, you can pretty much take care of these on your own. This radio was gone through by Cooney, the great Cooney technician, the Icom guy up in Northwest Washington. He lived a few miles from my dad's place, just outside of Paulsbo, Washington. And this was all gone through in about 2002. Yeah, it's a great radio. So the reason why I brought it out, first of all, is I had to blow the cobwebs off of it. This radio has been sitting here on the floor down in a kind of a damp, musty corner. And I've really neglected it. And it hasn't been on for a couple of years. And I've been looking at replacing this. So I used to take this camping. This was my CB radio field day rig. And I would take this up to to Oregon, up to Almsville, Staten, Oregon area. And my older stepbrother had 35 acres there. And he would leave a big deep cycle battery on the picnic bench for me, and I would throw a dipole up in the tree. This has got a built-in tuner, so I just hit the auto tune, and I would shoot skip sitting at the picnic table. Anyway, back in the day, we had a Taurus, and I would just wrap this thing up in a blanket and throw it in the back of the Taurus. Never been very, I don't know where my handle went, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's gone through hell, but it's been a rugged rig. And I've seen that you can get these on eBay, and they're going for like, what, $35 to $45. And I was just kind of wondering if I should even put any more money into this thing. I don't really need the noise blanker here. Honestly, I have it set where I like it. But I'm thinking I might do it. And then the contacts on the VFO switch here are bad, and I think these things are selling for about the same, $35, $45. This one I probably won't replace. This is a nice feature to have, but the switches are inherently kind of a crappy design. They're like a carbon design in there, so you know, I'm not really sure if it's worth the money, like the $100 or whatever, to just fix these right here. But anyway, I just wanted to see if how the radio worked. And it puts out a smooth, cool 100 watts. It put out more when I first bought it, but when Cooney did the alignment, he took it all down to factory spec. And so it cruises 100, no problem. I'm using a static BUM1 microphone with it. It seems to be a very good combination. And I run no processing or anything like that. With the BUM1, and when the skip's coming in, I'll use the high boost on here. When I rag chew locally, I turn the high boost off. That just adds a little bit of treble to this. And I prefer that to break through the skip, utilize my power. I don't like that wub bassy stuff anyway. Mic gain is usually about 3 o'clock, and power is anywhere from 50% to 100%. But I had a lot of skip in there. Generally, let's see, I was farting around with the monitor, but like I say, I don't usually ever run the processor. You just do not need it, not on this radio. Again, it is one hell of a receiver. So if you come across one of these, and again, like I say, if you're not shy, you don't mind biting into a radio every once in a while to do a little maintenance and stuff, this is a heck of a radio to have in your arsenal. Great HF receiver, even for the CB band. Yeah, there you go. Leave questions or comments down below. Thanks for watching, and you may or may not see more of this beast. Again, just kind of depends on what I decide to do here. But I'm going to burn it in for a couple days, and we'll see if any gremlins come out. All right, cheers.